The last two of the Summoner's Choice and Hotfix sort of working, sort of not. Hi everybody, welcome to a brand new video. I've worked all day on an agony, yeah, it feels like an agony, Autumn of Agony guide that will have like a really decent write-up. Team options for both sides, really extensive stuff, but I've been working all day on it, so apologies it's not been out sooner, but 24 hours to put together like a really decent guide, options type strategy. It's a really good one. It'll be out a little bit later on, probably the next couple, 2 to 3 hours, I'd say. Anyway, topic of today, second topic of today. Of course, we talked this morning about Summoner's Choice. There seems to be like a few issues still since the new hotfix. I don't know if it's been rectified. It doesn't look like it. There's some issues with like, what is it? Shaders? Is it shaders? I think it is. Let's read through this. Juggernaut SP2, SP3 not working. We'll try that in a minute. Several display issues, including the screen getting blurry and white-blue glow completely. I think that's still happening because someone's just reported it, or as someone said, it has been rectified in Spider-Ham or something, obscuring fight in certain modes. General lighting and shading issues for multiple champions. This should have gone live, so let's just have a quick look, and that would be to Gallon. He's our first tester. He's back, but he's in. To be honest, he looks like every single TikTok video, every single Shorts video at the moment. You know when people run it through a filter, and it's got that kind of music where it's like, you know, the copy paste stuff we're seeing at the moment. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I think I've seen it, like even people doing it for our MCOC like shorts out and about as well. Not for mine because I try and keep it a bit real. Anyway, yeah, that's I guess done sort of, and Ant-Man as well. He's the other one to check. Let's have a look. That's better. That's better because before he was like all kind of like dulled out. Quick look on. No, I can't. Well, I don't have. I was going to say like, oh, check Ironheart, and I just realised I don't have, except for a 5-star version of Ironheart because everyone's got Ironheart. That's fine. Maybe it's just the way that the kind of the light they've done the lighting for these champions in the champion like section. Anyway, there's also the other thing that was sorted out: Spiral's SP2 attacks, SP attacks being blocked mid special by the defender. In addition to, we talked about that a long time ago. In addition to the issues mentioned last week, the hotfix also addresses the news hub not properly displaying on Android devices. Didn't know that was a thing. Thank you again for your patience. Of course, that has been sorted out, which is good. Make sure to go and download it. It of course will be beneficial to anybody and everybody downloading it, just to be helpful. We'll quickly check. I was sad to see the Juggernaut bug go, but hey, it needed to be fixed, didn't it? So what we'll quickly do is we'll just do a quick test of Juggernaut just to make sure that's not bugged. First of all, starting off with the SP3, let's just see. Well, so far so good. I don't seem to be sat down for it. Blasted, and yeah, I'm not sat down. The champion's not sat down for any of this, so that's a good start. SP2, that's the fine. That's, hey, cheers to that, peppermint tea. The big old chonky boy is fine. That's excellent news for those that like using him. And also, same for Alliance Wars. This needed to be dealt with now because we're in Alliance Wars at the moment and this is a big issue. Like, a lot of people are very concerned. I've also seen as well some really, like, out of season, pre-season, people tried like putting him in Alliance Wars in defense. We see, yeah, I think a lot of people like knew that was the case, that what people were doing. That's naughty, but then again, it's Kabam to fix it. Thankfully they did. Thankfully did it in a kind of a good time. Although if he went in yesterday and for whatever reason there was one put there, then of course that may have been a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Right, let's go over to the part 2 of this story today. And part 2 is the finalists have been announced for Summoner's Choice 2025. They are going to be Mr. Knight or they're going to be Shroud. Voting starts tomorrow. So Kabam have given you some time to kind of think about stuff before they go live for choice. This is what I've been hoping for. Kabam would give us a little bit of an indication of what indeed the abilities will likely be. So we don't really know the full scheme of them, but we know something. So, Mr. Knight is an alter ego of Mark Spector, the Moon Knight. While Moon Knight is a violent vigilante of vengeance, Mr. Knight is a civilian-facing persona focused on working with others and protecting those in need. We use his strength and acrobatics to take down his opponents while mitigating the effects of incoming debuffs. So, purify. So basically, that's like every skill champion ever. But there could be a bit more for this. So, even though this seems like it's a nothing, it's a something. Acrobatics, evade-based abilities, possibly. Moon Knight does actually have some evading-based, at times, abilities. So this could be something more to that, more evadey, possibly. There are some skill champions that do evade. Stuff suits Spider-Man, but he is a Spider-Man, so that's kind of like a given. And, come on, think, Richard, off the top of your head, who evades that skill? Oh, Bullseye. I used him today. That's come on, Richard, get with it. Right, what else? Shroud has different. After the tragic death of his parents, Max dedicated his life to fighting crime, donning the title of the Shroud through the mastery of martial arts, the master of the Dark Force, and psionic sight. He takes the fight to criminals from within the underworld. After cloaking himself in shadow to defeat his foes, the Shroud leaves his opponents completely in the dark. Okay, so we go from one champion that is mitigating debuffs to, well, he does some dark stuff and some shadowy stuff. Maybe that's an ability. No, to be all seriousness, there would be some cool things to kind of go with this. Whether or not it's going to be like mystical powers, not like Dormammu, but that's what I'm kind of like. I'm trying to envision like what kind of hood. I think the hood might be a good fair comparison of certain types of abilities. Throwing shadows on the enemy, is this going to be somewhat of a dark damaging debuff of some description? Will there be, as a mystic champion, any kind of stagger abilities, something like that, because he is a mystic, so of course he would have those kind of abilities. It's really tough to say. Like, I don't know if Kabam would have given a bit more to what these characters could do, but it's just a light thing. If it's a vision so far, it's not the vision, but it's the vision that Kabam have got for the character in general. It's just a case of building abilities, which is always a bit of a difficult one. Like, I think if people knew what a Mega Sentinel could offer, maybe they would. No, they wouldn't go Hercules over the top of a Mega Sentinel. But maybe that's the case for me. For other ones, for other Summoner's Choice, if there was certain abilities you were like, if I knew that champion was going to do that, I would have voted a different way for the champion to come in the future. Either way, I'm very excited. I don't know if anyone else is for this. This is going to be a really tight one towards the end as to who's actually going to win. As you know, I'm advocating for Mr. Knight. I've always done that since day one, and this probably means that I'll be disappointed. I think every year every time I've advocated for a certain champion, they've never won. Like, I advocated for a Mega Sentinel, and we got Hercules. I think I advocated for another one, and I didn't get that. I thought it was Blob, and well, we didn't get that for sure. And yeah, maybe there's going to be one time. Oh yeah, I advocated for Doctor Strange, and Cyclops won. So I don't know. Maybe 2025 is the year of Richard Manning, and he gets a little bit of luck here on with something that I'm like, oh, I'd like this. If I can finish January and do that tier 7 basic, get that tier 7 basic, I'll be happy. That'll probably take the first week of February, but I'm looking forward to Lunar New Year event, which I think we should be hearing details about in the next week or so, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that has been it for a little bit of a dissection of stuff. I'm going to finish off the Autumn of Agony Gauntlet Guide video options and team options, which there are plenty. It's not just about using that team on the left or that team on the right. There's actually a few more, and things that might cover a lot more objectives, which I know some people have asked for. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and bye-bye for now. Bye!